What's up, guys? So today's Friday, May 1st. We're getting ready for one of our biggest trips this year. We do about 4 trips a year, and so today I'm gonna get everything ready to get going. We'll leave early tomorrow, but we're headed to Sand Hollow, Utah. We'll be staying in Hurricane or near Hurricane. We'll be boondocking around there. It's about, from where we live, it's about a 17-hour drive. So it's a long trip. It's gonna take us at least 2 days, 2.5 days to get there. It doesn't take me, I don't mind driving. I used to be a truck driver. So for me, I can drive 12 hours daily, 14 hours, whatever, and I'll be fine. My girlfriend, on the other hand, she doesn't like to sit in the car for too long. So we'll drive probably 10 hours the first day and then finish the drive off the second day. And then, yeah, so today's video is going to be a little bit shorter. It's just going to be getting some things done. I think I have a package that's supposed to show up today from a couple of guys up in Omaha. So where you got about a 30-minute drive to get back home, and then yeah, we'll see if that package is there. It's supposed to be there early this morning, so get you guys back. Yes, it is RPM Power Sports, baby. I've been talking to them. I also got a filter, an air filter. I had been talking to these guys for some time. Now, this next product is one of the products that I've had my eye on for a while, because eventually this Pro R is going to have a supercharger from Packer. Ghetto, we're going to open this up. Alright, so unveiling, get rid of that. Look at this. Yes, sir. These are the RPM intake tubes for your air intake. Look how massive they are. Jeez. This time, just pause the video, like, subscribe. The other thing is, make sure you go on RPM's website and use code ADHD to get yourself a little bit of savings on your next order. So when you guys get your air tubes or intake tubes from RPM, you're gonna have this really nice plastic wrapped all the way around the tube, and then you have the clamps used to hold the plastic in place. These clamps are a 10 millimeter, so we'll undo these, and then you can just slide the clamp off. Same thing on the other side. Oh. Slide it off, you're done. Then you unwrap this bad boy. Look at that. Unwrap it. Woo! Look at the big black one. Yeah, look at that. That shit's girthy. Goes on the driver's side, and then I have this one, and so we'll loosen these clamps, take those off, and open that up. And you got this one. Look at that, nice RPM. Remember, code ADHD gets you 5% off on RPM's website. Go and order your intake tubes. All right, we're gonna set these aside. Okay, so now you have a T40 here, a T40 there, and a T40 up here, and a T40 up here. Lift this up, comes out. What I like to do is flip it or turn it to one side. Once you pull it out just a little bit, and then you can slide it out. Now that one is the one we're replacing with the big black And then I believe that one's the one we're replacing with the smaller one. So this looks, I mean, fairly simple. To be honest with you, it's got either a flathead screwdriver, or I think that might be a 10 millimeter. We'll try a flathead, see how hard it is to take that off. And we're gonna do a live comparison of the two sizes, because, well, why not? Okay, and take this right here. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that thing wasn't even tight. Yeah, that's pretty loose. Okay, now the other one is gonna be on the other side, this one, okay? And so this comes into your frog skin on the top, on the driver's side. So we're gonna do this one. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but basically, I think you just pull down. Maybe not. Okay. Clamps off. Down. Okay. There we go. Woo! That shit was hard. Okay. Use a little bit of muscle, guys. And then you just pull. I think, or you can turn back and forth. You get that little, look at that. I mean, look at that. It chokes down so much. Now that's stock. You want to get that airflow, baby. It's like your throat. Look at the difference. Oh my gosh, it's like double. That's like, I mean, geez Louise. That should be what it comes like stock. I don't know how much this is gonna add as far as power goes, but I mean, it's gonna look sick. Now, clean this side here. Just a little shop rag there, shop towel. And then I'll clean this underside here. And clamps, I'm gonna face that one facing towards the bed. And then I'm gonna face this one facing towards the outside. I think it's gonna make it the easiest way. I would go ahead and loosen these just so that you can freely move them, because otherwise once this is in place, you're gonna have a lot harder of a time. So go. Not too hard to slide on. You just gotta kind of work it back and forth. Okay, so that's done, mounted, not going anywhere, pretty secure, got big black on there. And then, easiest way is to slide this in from the outside, and then from this back seat, or if you have a two-seater, I'm sure it's probably similar, just exposed like this. You'll pull this right hand on here, is the easiest I could do it, and then put my other hand over the bed and on the outside, and then there's a stop here, and that's where you'll pull it through, or pull it to. So yeah, we got that side done. Next, we're gonna remove the other side, which, oh my gosh, I gotta move this a little out of here. This one looks like it might be a little bit easier. So you've got that hose clamp, you've got that pinch hose right there. Take a pair of pliers and just pinch it off. And then you have the smaller one, which I think the easiest way is gonna be to come out from the outside. So let's go ahead and just, well, actually we might go from the back on all of them, looks like. So let's see if we can see this without there. Easiest way might be from this top side. So right here, you have this bolt, or this clamp. I'm just taking It's honestly like, I'm surprised how little it takes to unscrew these. And so we're taking this one off, and then it looks like the other one, it's kind of hidden back there, but you can probably see it if I stick right there. That one right there, we're gonna have to unscrew that one. Okay, so got that smaller piece out. Now, that is some dirty stuff. Now, I'm gonna say this. The next thing that I think I'm going to purchase is the catch can. So, the throttle body has blow-by, and you guys can tell there is a lot of oil in there. Now, that stuff is not good. And so this goes from the air filter, and then it goes to the throttle body, and then that's what recirculates, I think, all of your blow-by juices. I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm not a mechanic either, so I think that's the way it works. But we're gonna do a quick comparison of what this looks like, because this is stock, okay? That's stock, it's flimsy, small piece. And this is RPMs. Look at that. Sheesh! That's a big difference. I mean, doesn't look like much, but I can look at this. I'm not squeezing very hard. And this is a lot firmer. You know what I'm saying? This is also a lot bigger. But I mean, even in comparison from side to side, I mean, the quality and craftsmanship that RPM puts into their products, it's fabulous. Wow. So this one, a lot tougher. Not because it was harder to do. Well, not because like it was a hard job. It's just there's no leverage to get in there to push that throttle body side on. And then, so what I found, leave this untied, clip this on, and then I would push the throttle body side on all the way. There's a couple of ears on the throttle body that it hits like a stop. Then, once you tighten that side up, then you can slide this side in, and then you're golden. The clamp on the throttle body side, I'll show you, has to come up at an angle like that. That's the easiest way. And then, can't really tell. But on the bottom here, that's where I had the most issues. It wasn't wanting to touch this side, so finally got it on there all the way, I think anyways. It's not going anywhere, so. I got all those tied up, got the new air filter on. That also has bump stops on there where it's supposed to hit. So now, just gotta clip this back on. So not a terrible job. All in all, takes about maybe an hour just to break down, get everything properly. If you're like me, you're gonna want to put this on, you know, fairly fast, but you also want to do it right the first time. That's what it'll look like from the back. So right behind the coolant reservoir is that side, and then you have your air box, and then you have the other side. Now I like this setup because it's a lot bigger, a lot more air. So now when I mount the supercharger right there, Hacker, if you're listening, please hook it up. Then it'll look beautiful. Now, we're gonna go ahead and clean this bad boy up because it looks pretty dirty. I think I'm gonna clean all this up here. And then, yeah, we'll go pressure wash everything. Make sure it looks golden. Put the RPM sticker right there. That way people know, like, yeah, we mess with nothing but the best. You got Ravic lights, RPM, intake tubes, and then Packard, you're the last one. I got, yeah, got a lot more things to put on this, but the build is not over, so.